It's time to pour myself a nice glass of water. Doesn't everyone like water? Now, first, in order to make a glass of water, you need, well, of course, a glass of water, a water pitcher, of course, and some ketchup. Now, what you do first is you get the cup. It's right here, right? You have the cup, and then you get the water, and then you throw it in the garbage. Just throw the entire water pitcher in the garbage. As such, here is the garbage. As you can see, here's the water pitcher that goes just straight into the garbage, just right in there. And then after that, you preheat your oven to, wait, hold on, let me check the recipe. Okay, so you preheat your oven to 450 degrees, as you can see here. Fahrenheit, of course, for my international viewers out there. And then what you do is you just wait for the oven to preheat, and then while you're doing that, you can take the ketchup, and then what you actually need to do is massage it a little bit, right? Massage. Just makes it easier to pour out a little bit. Just massage that ketchup real nice and good. And then you take an aluminum foil thing, but you take the actual aluminum foil out of it as such. Just put that anywhere. You can use it later, but what we need to do is actually take the container with no aluminum foil in it and just lick the bottom. So just, all right. Then after that, if you want to, you can just put the aluminum foil back in the container. It's back in there. And then, no, just have to wait for the oven to preheat, I guess. But before you do that, so now that you have that taste on your tongue of that, the horrible cardboard taste, like unseasoned chicken, you get the ketchup, and you actually have to make sure that this ketchup hasn't been licked before, and then you just open it up, and just make sure that like there's no ketchup on the sides and stuff, and then you lick that as well. So, okay. Make sure you get like every single little, yeah, you get it. A lot of people have done this before. And so then now, the water pitcher has actually been soaking in the trash for a while. It's been marinating. So take that out. Let's open this up. And wow, look at that. That looks amazing. That looks delicious. And then what you need to do is take your water, pour it in about halfway. So I'm gonna be filling this cup all the way. So I'm gonna just do about halfway. But if you want half a cup, then you fill it a quarter of the way, and vice and etc. So just fill it a little over halfway, and then just wait until the oven heats. You know. That must be the oven. So then what you need to do is you need to take your ketchup, of course. Ketchup. Open up the oven, and you put the ketchup right into the oven. Just kind of, hold on. So just put your ketchup right in there. Just like that, okay? But the thing is, you have to do it with two hands, and I can't do that right now. So, I mean, I guess I could put the over here. So let's put the ketchup in like this. All right, ketchup is in the oven, and it is just cooking now. So then now set a timer for about 15 minutes. So you can see right there. And then just wait for that to finish. I skipped a few seconds, but, 15 minutes. As you can see, the timer is done. So then just get the ketchup out of the oven as such. And let's see this ketchup. Oh, this turned out, this turned out beautiful. Now it might be a bit hot, so just put it on a cutting rack or something. Don't worry, we won't actually be cutting it. Just put it somewhere safe and heat safe. Just for a little bit, just to, let it cool down a little bit for about 5 minutes. And then while you're waiting for that, actually lick the So as you just saw me doing, just lick the top of the glass. Now, if you're making this water for someone else, make sure that they are the one licking the glass. It's very important that the drinker is the one licking the glass. Now, make sure that you do it about 10 times all the way around. The more, the better, actually. So the more you do it, the better it tastes. If you do it one time, it has this dry, horrible taste. But if you do it like 5 times, it has a slightly better taste. But if you do it like 20 times, that's when the water tastes amazing. So then after about 5 minutes of the ketchup drying, you'll notice that it's actually sinking a little bit. Well, it's not sinking, but it's transforming a little bit. So you'll see what it transforms to after a bit later, but using camera magic, I'll just skip past. So after 10 more minutes of just letting it dry, you'll see that the ketchup has transformed into mayonnaise. The ketchup has transformed into a jar of mayo, and it's actually cold now. You can't feel it because I'm recording, but if you do it, the mayonnaise is cold, and that is what allows you to make the water have its cold taste. So just lower the mayo into the glass. So if you're doing this like I did, the mayo should be the perfect size to fit into the glass. Just let it cool down. Look at that. That's perfect. Just let it soak in there a bit. Amazing. So just let it soak in there. Oh, and by the way, you can put the water filter back in the trash if you want. Well, I'm just gonna fill it up real quick. So I like to just have my water filter already marinating in the trash so that it tastes even better when I decide to have a glass of water. So I'm just gonna open the trash, and sometimes putting a big giant water pitcher in the trash is a bit of a pain. So I'm just gonna, instead of putting it in my kitchen trash, I'm actually going to put it in my garage trash, which smells a lot worse and has a lot more disgusting trash in it. So I'm just gonna put it in there. Alrighty then, and now I'm just letting the water filter soak. And now after that minutes, it should be working. It should just be going perfectly. And it's perfectly cold now, so then you can just take this mayo. Use it as any old regular mayo, actually. Just make sure to dry it off. Make sure that you dry the mayo off with some sort of paper towel. Okay, it's very important that you dry it off, or else it won't be mayo, actually. It'll be, well, that's a secret. Ooh, all right, so after you dry the mayo, you can just put it in your fridge and just use it as just a normal jar of mayo. It's actually really good for this mayo is actually good for the environment and can be used as a fertilizer too. Did you know that mayo can be used as a fertilizer? Well, not any old mayo, but this mayo, the ketchup mayo, since it's a derivative from tomatoes, you can use it as a fertilizer. And now to enjoy my glass of water, which has been perfectly made. Oh, that tastes so good because it tastes amazing because I licked I did that so many times. But after you take the mayo out, licking this doesn't have any effect. But I licked that so many times that it just tastes amazing. 2, I use like organic ketchup, of course. Always do that. 3, I did not overheat the ketchup. If you overcook or undercook the ketchup in the oven, it won't completely turn into mayo when it dries. It'll turn into like some ketchup-y, mayo-y substance, which some people like in their water actually, but I find the taste of pure mayo to be much better for me. So then when that's amazing. Oh, so good. Thank you for watching my video tutorial.